Morning. Panasonic released new cameras and Canon too. And now it makes my choice different. I need to see which cameras I want to use because the LX something that just been released is interesting. The Canon M5 too big. Fujifilm also released some new cameras. Have to check them out. And of course, I'm still hesitating between these and the J7X and the Sony. In other news, Facebook lied about the reporting of the last 2 years of the video views on their site. When they tell you a video has 3 million views, it actually only has 300,000 or something. And this is nothing new about Facebook. They are sometimes really dishonest, especially when they are trying to win advertisers. So they got billions of revenue with fast reporting, and I don't know if something will be done against them. But my relationship with Facebook is strange because every time I like the product, they change it to match their point of view, of course, and their interest, which is not the interest of the users, because it's a business. I understand that it's a business, and a business should be conducted in a way that makes you money. Of course, it's like me. I'm a singer. I do shows. My fans want to see me. I'm a businessman. I produce music. I sell it. I wouldn't give it for free just to please people, because at a point I'm not making any money. So I understand their point of view. But at the same time, what I hate about all these social media companies is that they come and they set out a mission, which is a false mission. Nah, connect everybody. No, you're not here for that. You're here to make money. Sometimes what I don't like about the way they do is that there's always going to be a point where they will pretend that they don't need money, so they can build the population. Once they have enough population, they change all the rules. And this is the same for YouTube, this is the same for Facebook, this is the same for Instagram, which was bought by Facebook. And now you see when they bought it, a lot of people start complaining. A lot of people were afraid that the product would change. Listen, they got smart on us because they actually waited 2 years before changing the product. Now, the Instagram news feed is exactly the same as the Facebook news feed. You can get your advertising on the Instagram one. It's exactly the same as the Facebook one. Actually, when you're inside Instagram, you're probably inside Facebook. It's just like another coat of paint, but it's the same product. It's becoming the same product. And this is what I really don't like about social media. Is at a point when they see and when the investors tell them, well, we need to make money, all of a sudden they all start to look the same. Look at Snapchat. The interest of Snapchat was making quick story that disappear after 24 hours, and not being able to save them, and not, even people sending you message, this would disappear. All of a sudden now you can save the messages. So what's the point? And you can upload from your camera roll. Now the only thing interesting about Snapchat is the filters. But now that Facebook already bought Masquerade, in a few we're gonna have filters on Instagram stories, and Snapchat will be useless. Anyway, these guys are companies. They want your let's get a little salad. Sweet potatoes, tuna, and whatever sauce. You know what I hate the most on the internet? Not because I don't agree with what they do, but because they are the first to come and spill hate on you if you don't agree with them. It's the sofa revolutionaries. People that think that because they are on Twitter putting hashtag, pray for something, stand up whatever, blah, 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 from the comfort of their sofa, that they are part of the revolution. No, you're not. The only people who are part of the revolution in any country are, one, the people who are on the ground fighting, protesting, and the Doctors Without Borders, volunteers that go and help the people who get hurt on the ground. Those are the only two that I respect. Everybody else is just commenting. And if you're just commenting, it doesn't mean, first, that you're right, and secondly, that you are part of the revolution. You're part of the commentary. You like the news. The journalist who's inside the TV in the safety of his studio is not part of the revolution. The guy who's in his sofa, a sofa like this, and who's tweeting and hating everybody that doesn't want to be part of the revolution, or is waiting to know what's going on to say something smart and not just based on emotion, this person is not part of the revolution. It's just part of the commentary. And more, these people, not only they think that they are the revolution because, it's the Twitter revolution, the Facebook revolution. Listen, all this is the mass media making you believe that you're part of something, and that these big American companies are actually helping people in Africa or in the Middle East or in conflict zones. Listen, this is just storytelling. The worst part is that these people, if you say something that doesn't go to the line of what they are saying, they start hating on you. Because all of a sudden you're not for the revolution. And if you're not for the revolution because you didn't say anything, or because what you said was in the middle, or you said something along the lines of, can we wait to know what's going on, or is it really useful? Something. If you say something that is not the same message as them, whoa, you are against the revolution. So you're the enemy. So you are with whatever, the dictators, the big companies, whatever. Or maybe, sometimes you're just a realist. So you're like, guys. But no, these people, they don't. And all from their sofa and their cell phones. So please, stop being hypocrites with yourselves and think a little bit. Sometimes I receive messages from these so-called sofa revolutionnaires. It gets frustrating sometimes, because when you know more and your thoughts go further than the 24 hours revolution that will not lead to nothing, you can't say the same thing as everybody. You can't, because you know too much. So, and if you're not a hypocrite, because I'm here using the phone and I'm on a sofa, how can I be part of the revolution? I prefer doing concrete things like funding the Doctors Without Borders, like building schools, having orphanages, and I don't need to do it publicly. And instead of commenting and arguing with other people, like, it's just, sometimes, like, I see things happening in Congo, things happening in the Middle East, things happening in Tibet, and people are arguing about it, but all of them, nobody's there. The people who are there, they don't have time to go on Twitter. They don't even have the internet sometimes. The people who are dying by the millions, they not part of the conversation. They're part of the getting killed or surviving. And maybe it's time that the people who are commenting and arguing with themselves and insulting each other and everybody that don't agree with them from their sofas, and most of them, they don't even have the nationalities of the country that they are supposed to represent, because they already residents or took the nationality of the countries where they live so they can have the help and etc. These people should stop and think a little bit on how we can help with something more than tweets.